So this is the skyline of Seattle. It's apparently the view from Frasier's apartment. But yeah, as you can see, Frasier don't live here. Apparently he's only ever been to Seattle once, and that was the filming of the 100th episode. But behind me you just got some low-rise apartments and condos and...
Here's the Polar Prince and the Polar Lady. The Polar Lady's a crab boat, and I think it's been featured on The Deadliest Catch. Now this blue one, Muzan, that is a purse seiner, and you can see the small workboat on the back. They don't have the net on board today, but they do have that big pulley hanging. That's called a power block. There's a reason that show is called The Deadliest Catch. It is commercial fishing, supposed to be the most dangerous profession in the world, even more dangerous than being a tour guide. And we do have a fisherman's memorial here with the column and the sculpture. They have some flowers there memorializing the 10th anniversary of a ship that was lost with all hands. On the little walls, they have the names of people that died fishing, and then on the sidewalk, they have names of contributors and people that want to remember fishermen that died of natural causes. Some of these people live on these boats for weeks at a time. We've got a laundry and showers here. We like to keep our fishermen smelling nice.
And this is the locks. This is where the salmon come up to spawn. They actually made these little ladders for them. It's kind of weird because they got this great big dam right across the river there. So they can't get up there. So they actually made these little locks down the side where they can jump upstream. It's pretty weird actually how they would know to do that. But yeah, that's how they do it. That's how they get upstream. And well, I saw a couple of salmon down the bottom just before, but it's the end of the spawning season, so you'd be lucky to see one. So it's pretty cool how that happens. And then you see the drawbridge go up. Got some boats in the lock ready to go. This is going downstairs to the underground city. Well, it's not really an underground city. Seattle actually burnt down in a Great Fire of 1889. And so what they did when they were rebuilding, or they rebuilt all the shops, all the merchants rebuilt all the shops, but the government wanted to fix all the sewerage and everything like that. You can see the windows there, they were looking out onto the street. The government actually raised the roads up one level of housing, but the merchants didn't want to pay for raising the footpaths, so they kept the footpaths down at street level, which made it kind of weird because when you were crossing the street, you had to actually climb up a ladder to get to the road, cross over the road, and climb down the another ladder on the other side, which caused all sorts of problems, and that lasted for about 10 years, I think. And then the merchants actually got sick of it and decided to do something about the walkways. So what they actually did was just cover them at street level. So all the first story buildings around the block sort of central area, you see a skylight there looking up onto the street, they just covered them over, and then that was it. And this was used in the Prohibition days, and it's all pretty ramshackle and exciting stuff. And I think it's got a big history with the Red Light District, with the old prostitutes of the day spending their time down here. But they only go in like a block of, they don't span streets or anything, so they just curve around the block because they just follow the actual roads and the blocks. But it's like 15 blocks worth of these tunnels, but they're only in like square sections. So you've got to actually come out onto the street and then go down another part, which is a bit disappointing. I thought they would have all joined up and been a massive labyrinth, but no. And this is the entry or exit. So that was it. So that's Seattle.